Hey guys, still here and welcome back to Wargame Red Dragon Ashen Shadows Pearl of the Orient. In the previous episode, in episode 4, I got kicked out of Shenzhen, or rather I had to withdraw, because my last command unit was very much at risk, and I didn't want these guys to have to get kicked out by their choice. I just wanted to leave on my own volition. There's still a lot of this battle group left. Quite a few infantry units, a couple of support units, and a whole bunch of tanks, including those dangerous ZTZ-96. These things are very cheap, quite numerous, and, oh actually no, it's the wrong tank, it's the ZTZ-96A. They also had some, I think, 99As, which are even worse, but the 99s currently, yeah, these are the biggest threat, not the 96 or the 96A, but the 99s. 22 AP, 22 frontal armor, an Invar HGM, and an APS to defeat incoming missiles. Now, Yantian proved to be a little bit more to, well, to my forces than I was hoping. There was quite a bit of infantry in here, both in a helicopter group. You can still see the remnants of the, well, remnants. You can still see the airborne regiment over here, not so much just the remnants, because they started out with, I think, 170 units of infantry. There's now 100 left. In good news, I did manage to get the guys out of Sai Kung. This marine regiment got killed off, and that means that I can now float in the commander regiment. But there is a helicopter group that's coming in on my left. So just to make sure that they're not going to capture Hong Kong Island, I'm going to relocate the Princess Patricia regiment here, so that whatever happens, I have one battle group covering each island. These guys are going to stay here and defend in case that helo group decides to make a play for Lantau. And in the meanwhile, I'm going to keep moving up with the ships and try to intercept this battle group. They will, however, need cover, because at the moment there is not really that much that these guys can safely do against this battle group, especially all those Hubai. These are very dangerous ships. You don't see them coming, they see you, and they will launch. And that is going to really hurt at 60 AP per missile, and these things carry 8. So if I want to engage that battle group, it's going to have to be supported by air power. And the CF-18 ASUWs are going to be a weapon of choice, but they can't reach that far. So I'm going to temporarily move these guys over here. Unfortunately, I can't assign them here. Well, that sucks. That means that this battle group is not actually going to be doing anything just yet. Although, if they want to land on Lantau Island, they're going to have to do it from over here. And that's where that naval group is going to go next turn. So I might not actually have a choice in the matter, and I might have to force my way right towards that battle group. Aerial cover or no. Because they kind of forced my hand, and I don't want to let them get any closer. All my aerial battle groups have been in conflict recently, so they're not able to do anything. That's really bad news for my Skjold and my Chamsri and my Type 26s, but we're going to have to engage in this naval sector. We cannot let that naval group escape. Now the guys over here, these have taken quite a bit of damage, and not only that, but also morale damage. So I'm going to have them on R&R, insofar as that's possible, and allow these guys a bit of healing. The morale is extremely low, and with that, this gunship company is quite at risk. I can relocate them, but not very far. So I hope that I can keep this group alive. Aside from that, there is not a whole lot to do. I can put these guys on R&R as well. I don't need to refit them because I really haven't lost that much. And I think with that, we can end turn 4. Computer's turn. Yep, they're pushing again. They started the Tsen 1 plateau attack. Oh, they jumped between all the battle groups that I had set up and they moved right into Tsen 1. Okay, this is interesting. We're right out in the open. It's just complete open water. There's no islands whatsoever. That might allow me to get just enough vision on them. It's going to be a battle of the ship-to-ship missiles. It's not going to be pretty. It's just going to be exchanging a whole lot of missiles. This is going to get tough. Because they're going to see me coming pretty much at the exact same moment that I see them coming. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I still have 2 more. 7, 8. All of these ships are going to have to orient their way east. And in order to get as much of a warning as possible, let's relocate them slightly further here. Because I don't exactly know where that battle group is going to spawn in. The Chamseries are going to form a sort of sacrificial line in front of my forces. Unfortunately for them, that is their job, and there's really not a whole lot other that I could be using them for. They're going to get attacked anyway. Check the launch angle, yeah. And the caption still says Steel Division. I really don't know what is always going on with the stream, but for some reason this thing always fucking reverts to Steel Division. Let me change that right quick. Before people are going to keep saying that in chat. Wargame, Red Dragon, Pearl of the Orient. There. I think I know which plugin is causing this shit. And I have uninstalled it, but it just keeps saying that it's Steel Division. Okay, now that the defensive line is set up, the Type 26s are set up, the skills are going to come right after them. I have a lot of them, but I don't trust them to fire on their own initiative. Because more often than not, these things fire and blow themselves up. So all the skills are going to be weapons off. All these ships are going to be turning around. These guys get to fire as much as they like, because they can actually handle it. They don't have their missiles explode when they start to launch. And we're first going to have to wait for that first wave to come in, before I can actually make a move. This looks like a couple of command ships coming my way, so those are Noxes. And there's the Hubai. Skills, open up on the Hubais. Launch, and then immediately cease fire. I hope that I can cluster these guys. There you go. That's why don't keep your ships too close together, because you might regret it. Skills, if you can fire, fire. Otherwise, stay dark. I'm going to lose at least one Type 26 here. Yeah, this is just a big cluster explosion of ships. It looks like I might... There they are. Chamseries. Yep, Chamseries took it so far. Hubai, I guess, lost its spotter and now died. Okay, that works for me. Alright. Moving up. I need to secure this sector and that one. Oh, and Naval Sector Charlie as well. Which is a really expensive sector, come to think of it. Okay, this is going to go a little faster. We're very likely to come under attack from those ships again. Skilled, hold. Chamseries, move up first. I cannot have this battle group push in too far. If these marines hit my shores, they're going to be quite hard to push back into the water. And I guess we're going to see the stealth value of these ships over here. Or the Chamseries is just really poor at spotting stuff. Medium optics, good optics. Skills, hold. Chamseries push in. Muna time, yeah, if I can get a Muna, that'd be lovely. Skills, out of range. Chamseries, move order. Yep, we've just been detected. Skills. Weapons out. There's not too many missiles incoming. And yet, it is still enough to overwhelm a Chamsery. So I might have to use these in a slightly closer formation. Because they're still getting overwhelmed by just 2 missiles. Don't really even know how that's happening, but sure. We'll go with it. I could push the Type 26s to Naval Sector Gulf, but I think currently it's a little risky. I don't want to take that risk. Pushing in. I thought I saw the contact there briefly. Nope, that way. Those Noxes have quite the stealth. I can't see them at all. I'm really glad those Hubai got caught by a bunch of missiles. How about capturing all the sectors? Yeah, that's another option, but they only have, I think, 6 command ships. Plenty of which I already killed. And if they lose the command ship here and there, then it's GG for them. There's just nothing left. It looks like they know what's up here in Naval Sector Bravo. There it is. Couple of skills fired, that should be plenty. Weapons out, target destroyed. Okay, Chamzeries push in. Formation maximum. I want to see if there's a Muna to capture. Oh, actually no, sorry, these guys don't have a Muna on them. My bad, there is no Muna in that whole battle group. Now some of these skills are empty. Like you. These 4 can head off. Just leaves me with 1, 2, 3, 6 ships. Still, that should be enough. Let's go get this Nox. There you are. Oh, goodbye, Chamzery. Seaway ships. Can't defend themselves if their lives depended on it. Skills are still out of range. There goes another one. So far he killed 3. He only has 2 of the missiles left. See, I don't really mind losing Chamzeries in this particular battle group because they're not going to be useful after this particular fight. This should be more and then the Nox can chew off. There you go, Nox destroyed. Okay. That's the Marine Regiment. Goodbye. Now, Sen 1. These really need to go. Unfortunately, they're also attacking the new territories and the North District. But I can be pushing in from Kowloon, Saikung. Not quite from over here, unfortunately. But I can send these guys north to provide a bit more punch. So I guess for now they're holding on to Sen 1. Let's look at the new territories. What we have here is pretty much as before. They're coming in with infantry and armor. Unfortunately, this time around, I don't have my challenge. No, actually, I do have my challenges over here. So the Challenger Clips, the Mark IIs. Yeah, this should be doable. They do have 38 aircraft, but so far I haven't actually seen them use them. Doesn't mean they never will. It's just less likely for me to actually encounter an aircraft. 22 AP, 25 frontal armor, 25 frontal armor, 24 AP. I should have enough. As for AA, they got none. Their helicopters are going to be a problem. They will need to be shot down. Range on them, 2100. Range on the Thor is 3150. So I'm going to have to escort my tanks with a couple of Thors. Aside from that, the air power that I have, I got the Super Hornets, I got the JDAMs, the Dingoes, and small diameter bombs. The question is, what does the North District need? Because if these need support, then they're going to get it first. There's infantry in here. There is a smaller group of tanks, but they are pretty inferior. A couple of artillery units, some vehicles for support. Long-range anti-tank weaponry. And what else they got? Infantry is all in transports. Their tanks are not that good. My tanks, I got the M1A1A and Zebrams. I got the Challenger 2s. I'll live. Alright, so we're basically going for larger infantry control here. And I think that the best option for that is the Super Hornet. The aircraft here can also be very handy, especially against the armor that's pushing my way. So the cluster bombers are going to head this way. Since it's only a small hop, I can refit them and then send them in. Okay, let's head over to the new territories and get this battle going. We're going to push in with the Challengers as quickly as possible, because there's not a whole lot that these guys can do. The ZTZ-96 are only, 99 are only damaging if they get close enough to a Challenger. And even then, it's debatable whether they can actually do any real damage. So let's send the Chinese back home. They keep trying, and we keep kicking them out. Now, ideally, I would rush in here with the Challenger and immediately get rid of the battle groups. So I'm going to try and do that. This requires quite a few CV units. So we're going to send the Pinsgowers over to the sides. I'm going to run without a fob. I'm going to have another Pinsgower here. How am I going to play this? Vehicles. I don't have any mortars, but I do have Bravehearts. So with these I can also put up smoke. And usually if you push in here, the enemy is going to get panicked. And you're going to find that they immediately move out with their CV. I capture it, I get the zone, and I win. That's the plan. For that I will need 2 Bravehearts. At a decent range, but not terribly far away. Support those with a fob. They have... Oh, they have 84 rounds of ammunition. They'll be fine. Okay. Use the mortars. Yeah, I don't have the mortars, unfortunately. But yeah, the plan is to smoke the Challenger 2 combat, or the Challenger 2 CV tank that's going to move in here. I can go through here, but I'm a little concerned that I might find myself fighting a lot of enemy units there. So I'm going to first engage with the Challengers from this position. So I want a lead line of a couple of clips. And they still had quite a few AA... No, not AA units. I have the AA units. They had still a good number of dangerous helicopters, or rather dangerous infantry inside the helos. Throw down some reconnaissance units, as cheap as I can get them. Because I'm going to be getting a lot of income. This is a +6, this is a +2, this is a +6, so I'll have a lot of income. And with that I can call in all the aircraft that I need. Provided that I can see the enemy coming. An Ares reconnaissance vehicle here might be handy. Or just go for the green jackets with the SRR. Or sorry, with the Javelin. Yeah. I'm going to deploy this and run the Jackal over here. I have a CV over there. Now to buy the command tank. This is a bit tricky. If it works, I'm fine. If it does not work, we could be back to the initial sector pretty damn quick. There's the helicopters. There's the ZT-99s. They're already getting attacked. So far, the Challengers are utterly unimpressed with those missiles. Really not doing any damage. 1, 2. Okay, we might need to set up more than just a smoke screen. I'm probably going to need the cluster bombers here. Here, there, there. Shit. They just wasted 3 of my Challenger Clip 2s. And my infantry. Crap. That plan did not work out nearly as well as I hoped it would. I did get a good number of tanks there, but not enough. So I'm going to have to run off. Get another reconnaissance unit in here quick. And, not just that, but also get more bombers. These guys carry the brimstones, these guys carry the brimstones. So let's send in the Corax. Assuming they're going to push right for the CV because they know where that thing is. There's also a CV here. No, a helo here. Send a tracked rapier that way. Not sure if that hits something.
Someone need a guardian angel?
Humor me. Drop some glide bombs. Although the glide bombs probably need a whole lot of lead time. Get me a Challenger 2. Because I'm really not trusting the safety of this group. Also some defensive infantry here. A couple of star streaks. In case the helicopters get any closer. This Fox is not in cover. Well, it really should be. There you are. This is one of those moments when I really would have liked to have a reconnaissance helicopter. Because that would have made my life a hell of a lot easier. Send some Royal Marines, defending the CV. I was hoping that that was not going to be needed, but at the moment I just cannot do without it. If this CV goes down, I lose this +6. Get me a recon unit here. There's a ZTZ 96. What you got here? Yeah, there we go. I really still despise the fact that the AI could just magically go for a CV. Even though they don't know where it is, they don't give a shit. They just fly right in and they go, smack, gone CV. And they're probably going to do it again too. They're probably going to hit this position as well. We're already getting attacked here. That's the armor. I was also expecting them here, but I thought I'd have a little bit more time. And the Coldstream Guards are really not up to snuff on taking out these units, so the Tornado's going to have to do the trick. The Corax might also work. There you go, thank you very much. What are you doing? Oh, you're engaging helos. Oh, crap. Stormers tried to get in and got killed when they got here. Okay. Jackal, over there and unload. My recce here is in position, and now the infantry is coming in their helos. Stormers over there and unloads. See, they know exactly how to circumvent the AA, but they're just getting into range. Not by a whole lot, though. This is not what these aircraft are designed for. Shaking down or taking down enemy helicopters, but it does work. There we go. There's the ZTZ 99. And I just lost the Braveheart as well. Fuck me. Okay, this is really not going well. He didn't even drop. Kongjiang survived, apparently, after their helicopter having been taken down. I'm sort of guesstimating their attack positions, but so far I got quite a few sparks, so it definitely did some damage. The AI see your CVs, yeah, they do. And I really despise that. But they can just keep doing that. It seems so cheaty. See, this too. This guy's like... What? He's at 28.06, which is 6 meters outside the AA range. They can see absolutely everything. And this is not a reconnaissance helicopter by a long shot. It has poor optics. It really is not supposed to see anything. And yet. Get me a Tornado GR4 over here, because the Royal Marines are getting a little overwhelmed. Thank you. He's already dead, though. And these are the 96s, so these are the medium tanks. I'm not sure if this battle group had 99s. Origin. Oh, they even secured Echo. That's bold. Alright, in that case we're gonna go for the standard direct tank offensive. I have enough points and I also have enough tanks. And it looks like the AI might have the same plan I do. They're still firing. Here. That should keep them occupied for a bit. Give me a Green Jackets group in here. I want to spot something. Oh, they're hammering the Marines. Let's get my challengers across. Not you, but you. Yep, they're here. Get me some more tanks. There you go. This is very close range for the Challengers, so it's rather risky. But I'm hoping that I can fire before they do. And I get side shots. Well, not all of them anyway. Mostly. Command tank took a shot there. Thank you.
Captain and his crew welcome you aboard.
They're getting way too close here. I don't like this at all. Way too close. All my aircraft are unfortunately otherwise engaged, so this Challenger 2 clip is going to have to work its magic. There you go. First shot, first kill.
Are you talking to me?
Now the other Challengers, I'm going to move over here. I'm just going to move up this road. This Spartan here, unload and fall back.
Ready, sir.
Let's get the SRRs up a little, the green jackets. See if they can spot something for me. What you got there? 2-man reconnaissance team. Interesting. What do you intend to do with that?
Let's fly.
Storm Shadow did drop. And splashed him. Well done. Okay, so they definitely know where my infantry is over here. Oh shit. Challenger 1s are subpar tanks for a mission profile like this, but they might just get the shot in. I hope that this tornado... Oh, the tornado doesn't drop. That's not good, guys. I need you to drop. So coming from all the way over here, you might need more lead time. What you got here? Another tank. Did I aim that correctly? Estimating where they're going to be. Fall back. Yeah, that was right. Ooh, these Challenger 2 clips have taken some damage. Let's give me some logistics trucks. Oh, just one? Apparently only captured one. I'm still hearing and seeing Artie. We need to do something about that. That came from here, from here. This Challenger 2 is getting their asses kicked. There's more. The Challenger 2 just got destroyed. Let's get the Command Challenger away. Oh, shite. That was way too close for comfort. Royal Marines, I need you to take up this woods. I need this position. These clips are not armed with an APS, but they have a ton of armor on them. I hope that that's going to be enough. Let's also send in some aircraft. And an Ares right side and an Ares left side. This Spartan is also a good optics vehicle. That's some overkill right there. Shit, they got the command tank. Shit. Once again, the Chinese are fighting back a hell of a lot more aggressively than I was expecting. Normally, the Chinese can be a bit of a pushover on this map. But this time around, absolutely not. Look at this. These are Challenger 2 clips. These are the heaviest armed, or heaviest defended tanks that I can field in the whole game. There is nothing that has more armor than these units. And even they are getting their asses handed to them. Oh, and so I'm on Marines, by the way. Yeah, there's an armored unit here. Unfortunately, all my support units died. Drop off. Quick! If you want to survive this. That should be a kill. Thank you. That's a kill. What? What killed you? Oh, hello. Again? Gotcha. Right, so I need to pull back these tanks. These are still alright, but they need optics. You're empty. Get out of here. You're not close enough to be repaired. You guys, I want across the bridge. Kill that ZTZ-99. Taking ATGMs, I think? No, it's artillery fire.
You spotted something?
Let's see if this gets something. Yeah, kinda. Already here?
Do you have something for me?
There's your command tank. That's the grand prize. I need to kill that. Unfortunately, all I have available is a unit that drops glide bombs. At the moment. It might be enough. I'm not sure how effective glide bombs are against this thing. Oh! You can use your APS against glide bombs.
Say the only good recce is a dead
Now
one.
that is an interesting revelation.
Are you talking to me?
I thought that bombs could never be intercepted. But this thing has a very different opinion on that fact.
Okay.
It is actually able to shoot down incoming bombs. Oh shit. Now what are you shooting at?
At the ready, sir.
Ah. These, and they cannot do anything in return. So pop smoke and get out.
His crew welcome you aboard.
Oh, I was afraid they're gonna come in from this end.
Heading to given grid reference.
Try to drop it over there. Get the Korax in.
The Guardian
The Korax is able to kill these things in one go. Gotcha.
will be ready.
The CV took massive damage,
Dead one.
and yet is still there.
Grab the binoculars.
Alrighty. Let's get the clip over here. Get the green jackets moving up for support and reconnaissance. I don't think I'm going to be able to see this thing anytime soon. Can we get a CV in here? Yeah, I still have enough CVs, but it's a tricky... No, you're not. Look at that! The guy just gets away.
Platoons formed and ready.
Like, how? The AI just knows exactly when I'm pushing and when I'm not pushing. It's like you're fighting an enemy who has perfect information and knows exactly what you're going to do and when. Come on. Gotcha.
I say the only good recce is a dead one.
That was the last known position of those challengers.
Target in sight.
Send a cluster bomber in. Might not be able to deal with the enemy armor, but it can deal with the enemy arty. What you got here? Another ZTZ-99.
Always comes down to the infantry.
They have an almost infinite supply, it seems. Goodbye. That was the green jackets. Oh, now they start sending in infantry.
Are you talking to me?
That's rich. Got some Coldstream guards up here as well. If I still have any. These are paratrooper sky guards, they work just as well. Kongjin. Currently they're just tickling my units. Really not doing much else. Basically a big annoyance. Let's get the warriors over here. Oh shit.
I say the only good recce is
What are
a
you
dead
firing
one.
at? What can you see? You can see the warriors. Unfortunately, these wimps have an APS, but that's not going to last indefinitely. Gotcha. Yeah, they're not really doing anything to that tank. Just stunning it, panicking it.
Need to make
But aside from that, it is really not that impressed with their performance. Ah, another tank.
talking to me.
Kill it. Hit.
The captain and his crew welcome you aboard.
I have air dominance. Can you say the same? Didn't think so. Which is weird, by the way, because the Chinese have some really good tanks, they're just not using them. Oh shit, this tank's going to get engaged. Green jackets, you're gonna have to kill this thing yourselves. You got the perfect missile to do it. And it's getting overwhelmed. There you go. Okay, I'm gonna risk it anyway. Let's send in the CV. Just to the edge here. I don't need to get it all the way over there. I just need to make sure that they don't have one. That's the key here. Ares over on the right. Warriors, take out those infantry units. Float the Bulldog there. There's another ZTZ 99. Can take this thing out with a Storm Shadow. Yep, there's another one. He's yours. It's time to offload the Warriors. Get the rifles involved. Pinsgauer up here. They still have arty. Up there. Rifles moving up. Now I'm gonna get you. If they're not dead yet, then they shall be soon. If this first cluster strike doesn't work. Yeah, that's one. That's another one. Actually, I think that was two. There's the CV. Paratrooper Skyguards. Gentlemen, find a good building and engage your targets. No, not you, not you. These guys. Unless the rifles take them out. Oh, Jesus, really? Oh, I don't have anything. I don't have anything that can counter this. Timing would be right now if I want to kill this. And there go the green jackets. Don't lose this right about now.
On my way to coordinates. Out.
Hold. Got him. Oh, that was not a moment too soon. All units destroyed. The fighters survived and the multi-roll as well, but that was to be expected. Losses? I think 1200. 1900. Yikes. How many tanks do I have left? Because I lost a lot more tanks than expected. I have 5 clips, 4 Mark IIs, and 6 1 Mark Is. Wow. I need to get this battle group repaired. Preferably fast. Okay, the North District. Once again, we're defending the bridges across the North District here. This time around against a very numerous infantry force. And 44 tanks. But fortunately, these guys don't really pack a punch. And don't really have that much frontal armor to boot. So they should be fairly easy to take down. And this battle group still does have a good number of tanks. I have 110. Most of which are the Chieftain Mark 12. These have 20 AP and 14 frontal armor. These things penetrate 16 and have 11 frontal armor. So I can pen them and I can survive a hit. What these are not very good at... Oh no, actually they do. They have a CICS light, so they have an APS. They can defeat missiles. Which is a good thing. Because some of... Yeah, like these. These have an ATGM. And... yeah, that's all of them. Hongjain are also quite dangerous. That's a long-range anti-tank weapon. Okay. So, we're going to set up a defensive line with a lot of Chieftain Mark 12s and try to push onto Yantian as quickly as possible. Alright, Sultan, sit in the back, unless I have an infantry CV, but I don't think so. No. I'm going to try to keep hold of all the sectors here. You're going to sit over there. There's really no safe space here anywhere. They're going to push across this bridge. So first this one, potentially that one. If they come across here, there's no safe area where I can park the CV there. This is not safe. This is the safest that I have. As for long-range ATGMs, I don't have anything. Not on my infantry. I don't have any of my vehicles either. I do have Apaches. Oh, these can very quickly take care of enemy vehicles. Helicopters, very low in number. Fortunately, I still have some ATASKs and some Tiger AR each. That's Hellfires and Snebs. Sport units, exactly 1 NASAMS. So that's not really going to win any awards. What sort of transports do you guys come in? The NZLAV? They're amphibious as well. Oh, right, and the bushrangers. But the commandos have been hit pretty badly in the fight where I was forced to withdraw. Okay, these guys served me very well last time. Both the warriors and the infantry. So we're going to once again go with that as a defensive measure here. This time around I also want to hold my ground here. And I'm going to set up a defensive tank line on this side. I'm going to go for the cheap chieftains. Just in smaller sections of 2. And start to push in from here. I'm also going to do the same thing across these bridges. So, chieftain Mark 2s. Sorry, Mark 12s. We're going to go with 2 groups of 3. One across this bridge, one across that bridge. And over here, the same thing. I'd rather be numerous than have any exceptionally good units, because they're going to get overpriced anyway. Scrub rat for every assault group. So 1 for you and 1 for you. That leaves me with 160 points, for which I'm going to buy... No, I don't have any aerial group control. I do have 1 Challenger 2 command tank, but it's very expensive. I think we're going to see a large group over here because I'm spawning so close to them. So this is going to be the mainstay of my forces. Everything in groups of 2. And I have a FOBs... Actually, do I? No, I don't. I don't have a FOB anywhere. Go. Here's a group. Potentially. Push here and then there. Get across this bridge. Get across this bridge. Get across this bridge. That's a 551. I now have a lot of income. Come on. There we are. Hit it. Here they are. Hold. They're not moving that much yet. 34 income. That's a lot. Come on, please nuke some of the transports. Chieftains, make a move. These guys are nothing if not numerous. Here goes the first chieftain. Scrub rat, not too aggressive. Because that just lost me our Cronstons over here. Let's go with the Apaches. The Apaches can get rid of these units very quickly. Fall back a little. We're gonna have to thin out these tanks a little bit before I can do anything else. Here. Scrub rat, fall back. I am losing a few chieftains over here. Which is a little annoying, but that's what I get for getting too close to this battle group. Let's let the Nemercons free. These can also be very effective at wiping out vehicles. They might go for groups, though. Yeah. Should have brought my cluster bombs on here. Should keep me safe for a little bit. Apaches. Wipe them out. These chieftains are already in their sector. Now I just need to get a CV in there. These groups, or these tanks rather, need help. Jeez, look at that. That is numerous. For a recon tank, you're not really spawning a whole lot, are you? Or sorry, a recon helo. CV moving. Chieftains. These guys are getting their asses handed to them as well. There's the CV. But I don't know if I can hit that with anything that can actually kill it. Like maybe with this? Oh, there's another one. I I don't think my Super Hornets are going to be able to get the kill,
Someone need a guide
per
to
se. Might worry the guy a little bit, but aside from that, won't do that much. Yeah, see, these things really hurt. That's those HE... No, heat rocket pods, not HE. Yeah, HE does nothing against those tanks. We're gonna need something far bigger to be firing at them. Get rid of that command tank.
the captain and his crew.
You're about to run out. Let's get some more tigers in here.
Flying in, weapons hot.
The Chieftains are really taking a lot of hits, but there's not a whole lot that I would otherwise be using them for anyway. Call it cruel if you will, but this is really the most action that those tanks are going to see.
Captain and his crew welcome you aboard.
One of those command tanks is on the move. That's the third one I'm seeing so far.
Someone need a
Let me
guide
guess, you got an APS. Yeah, he has 8 charges of an APS. Damn.
Let's hope there's no enemy yet.
They're heavily defended. Let's get you in here. The martlets are not generally going to be doing that much. Let's call in an armored battle group. Oh, never mind. Delta's not a resupply zone. Delta's not going to be doing that much. So it's going to have to be here. Come on, where are you?
We've been engaged.
They were losing the sector temporarily. Not long, but they did lose it for a second or two.
Are you talking to me?
Come on, wake up. I just need you to get a smoke screen up and buy yourself some time. Good, fall back now.
I need that tail rotor checked.
These guys have a lot of units. Tiger ARH is trying to bypass and does not get the kill, unfortunately. I don't think that the rocket pods are going to be enough. Oh, hello, you got close.
Always comes down.
Unfortunately for you, these Fusiliers are armed with very dangerous anti-tank weapons.
Are you talking to me?
Very dangerous. This guy does have balls.
You're aboard.
Coming across the bridge like that. Then we'll just do it with the Giat.
Check this completed, ready to
Whatever works. He's launching brimstones at targets. That's another tank killed. That was using an APS. Could be a yeah, it's a bunch of transports here. Definitely a bunch of transports. Here's the ANZ Brams. Let's get my Challenger 2s in.
Where do you need us, son?
Bloody hell.
I'm making an attack run.
What do you mean we got a lot of stuff in here? I could really use the Super Hornets back on the line.
Yourself, we're flying in.
Because they are going to have a field day with what they can attack over there. Alright, that should wipe out that tank plenty. Yeah, there you go. There's another one. And he's mobile. Really? That's interesting.
That tail rotor checked.
So they have a lot of CVs over here. Okay.
Are you talking to me?
A and Z Brams. Moving up. Priority target on the move. Spotted here. Another command tank. Just gonna get all these command units destroyed. And against a small diameter bomb, there's not a whole lot that they can do. These are unstoppable. The only thing that they can hope to do is lose line of sight. And even then, the bombs are already in the air.
What are your orders, sir?
Okay, now we're just going to shoot at whatever we can spot. They have a good range of fire, 2275, 10 rounds a minute. They have 4 CVs. Okay, so I already killed 3. That's good to know. There's a patch you can keep here as a spotter. Might get some promotions for these A and Z Brams. And the Chieftains survived, albeit not by a whole lot. Oh. I think they're getting spooked. Charlie 2, get in here. I want to wipe out this battle group. A and Z Brams are going to have to take up position across the field and wipe out anything that could pose a threat to my aircraft. Or to my command vehicle. Looks like a Chinese traffic jam over here. Not really sure why. These guys are just barricading the road. For some reason. Alright, Super Hornets in. Wiping out particularly these vehicles. Because those, if they hit that is, yep, there you go, are dangerous. The A and Z Brams, unfortunately for me, do not actually carry an APS. So they are very much at risk of getting hit. Okay, smoke up the CV. And they're already losing the sector. They're moving their own CV away. Put some cluster bombs on them. If I had them, I would. Unfortunately, I don't. Once again, the CV of the enemy should not be moving. Because if I can get mine in here and stop it, the battle group loses. Like this. There you go. There we are. All the battle groups destroyed with a total victory. Did come at quite the price to my chieftains, I imagine. Holy crap. That's a bit more than I had expected. Wow. Yeah. I'm not sure I lost 33. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. I must have already lost them on a different battlefield. Anyway, this should clear up the battlefield quite a bit. Because with this many battle groups out of play, they're all of a sudden not going to have that many forces to push with anymore. Alright, and with that ends episode 5. The Chinese have taken a heavy blow, and in episode 6 I might be able to finish them off. It really depends on how much resistance the Chinese are still going to give me. I also have some reinforcement points, so I can get some additional units in. We're going to do that in the next episode. So for now, thank you for watching, and I shall see you next time around.